My name is Mindy Diaz, and I'm the Director of Student Disability Services at North Central College. My office is located in the School of Business in room 152. The best way to get in contact with me is through email at sds@nocontrol.edu. I'm going to be talking to you today about the students my office serves, the role you have in maintaining compliance with the American with Disabilities Act, and how Student Disability Services communicates a student's accommodation with faculty. In 2015, report to the President and Secretary of Education, 46% of all civil rights complaints were based on disability, not race, not sex, disability. Each of us has a responsibility to provide access to all students. An increasing area of disability complaints stem around web accessibility. Given all the different modalities faculty will be using this year, education on maintaining online accessibility is extremely important. CAFE and my office can assist you with any compliance concerns. Institutions of higher education service approximately 8 to 10% of the student population based on disability. North Central College has 236 students registered and receiving accommodations under the American with Disabilities Act, and this number continues to grow. The largest disability category is psychological, followed by chronic health. Students may have a diagnosis such as major depressive disorder, bipolar, lupus, or Crohn's disease, to name a few. Student Disability Services is the office designated by the college to support students with disabilities under Section 504 and 508 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, the American with Disabilities Act of 1990, and the ADA Amendments Act of 2008. Student Disability Services is the office that verifies students' disability and assigns necessary accommodations. We also assist the college with providing the academic and housing accommodations necessary for students to fully participate. Additionally, my office provides training and professional development related to universal design and topics related to disability. Students with disabilities have a right to confidentiality. You will receive a notice of accommodation. This does not list the student's disability because this information is protected and must remain private. The student may choose to share information with you about their disability, but you should never ask. There are times a disability may be shared with you to protect the health and safety of the student. For example, if a student has a seizure condition, this may be shared with you with instructions of what to do should the student experience a seizure. Students have a right to reasonable accommodations. Faculty should never deny an accommodation without speaking with the Office of Student Disability Services. An interactive process must determine reasonableness of the accommodation. Students are entitled to equal access to an education, and they also have a right to complain. Students must provide Student Disability Services with documentation to verify the student's disability. They must provide their professor with a notice of accommodation and follow the procedures to obtain their accommodations. Students should use all available resources, and they must maintain academic standards. Here's an example, there is a recommended syllabus statement to notify students of available resources to students with disabilities and to assist with the appropriate access to the accessible furniture in the room. I will provide this statement to the CAFE to share with you. Here's an example of what the notice of accommodation looks like. You will receive this notice via your @NoControl email. The accommodations are separated into different categories. Any accommodation that may require assistance from Student Disability Services is listed first, followed by test and classroom accommodations such as extended time for tests and recording lectures. We also allow students to put additional information they want to share with you on their notice. Here is a list of some of the more frequently asked questions from faculty. 1, do I need to use captions on videos even if I do not have a deaf or hard of hearing student? Yes, all videos shown on college campuses must display captions by 7 different pieces of state and federal legislations. 2, is it true that students must give me their notice of accommodation by the 3rd week of classes? Students may present their notice of accommodation at any point during the semester. Some students may not complete the process with my department until the end of the semester. Accommodations must be provided once the student shares the information with you. 3, are all students with service animals registered with Student Disability Services, and is the animal listed on the student's notice of accommodation? No. Students with service animals do not have to register with Student Disability Services. The dog or miniature horse may provide what they need. And lastly, can I determine which accommodations I want to grant and/or deny to a student? No, you must engage in the interactive process with Student Disability Services if you have concerns that an accommodation is interfering with the learning outcomes. With the increasing number of animals on college campuses, it is important to know how to handle the situation. Never question the legitimacy of a service animal. A service animal is a dog or a miniature horse. So any other animal is not a service animal under the American with Disabilities Act. North Central does have emotional support animals living in campus housing. However, they are only allowed inside the student's living space. If you have an animal disrupting your class, please contact campus safety. A service animal should never whine, snap, bark, or have an accident. If you have concerns about an animal attending class with a student, please contact me. There is a campus policy about service animals and emotional support animals if you want further information. Please let me know if you have any questions. Again, my name is Mindy Diaz and I'm the Director of Student Disability Services. Best way to reach me is at sds@nocontrol.edu. Thank you.